Hey fam, welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna give a quick update on the diesel situation. I'm feeling for the truckers, the farmers, um, anything that practically or anybody that even use diesel alone because the price is ridiculous. You know, you have these smaller trucking companies that's not a part of a big corporation who have to, pay for the diesel, pay their employees, and don't have nothing left. It's not good. This is going to leave a lot of truckers to go out of business. You know, not only is that hurting them, but it's going to hurt us as well. The less truckers on the road, believe it or not, the higher prices would get, because that's less people, that's less truckers on the road to transport the items that we use every single day to the stores. So these things become short on the shelves and become high in demand, which causes inflation, which causes the prices to go up tremendously. And they're saying by the year 2023, sticking to the plan, by the year 2023, prices would triple. So if you're out there and you are stocking up, they're saying some prices are going down. So far in Walmart, I've seen the price of Shady Brook turkeys go down to 98 cents a pound. I've also seen just the green beans and canned corn go back down to 50 cents. Everything else was still 58 cents a can. Just stock up before the new year. Here, get what you can get while you can get. They say Aldi, is dropping prices back down in 2019. So you guys, wake up, wake up, wake up. This situation is serious, and we're going to continue to support our truckers. Here's the story.
We literally work for peanuts right now, and nobody can say anything. It's nobody to talk to.
The only people that will survive are the bigger companies. The smaller ones won't make it.
There's fewer trucks on the road, which causes a product to go higher. If you whatever, just normal everyday stuff, food, anything that the truck brings you, it's going to be higher.
So the trucking industry feeling the stress of a diesel shortage and higher fuel prices, and that includes our next guest. Let's bring in Garner Trucking President and CEO Sherry Garner Rumbaugh and Garner Truck Driver Gary Smith. I'm so glad to have you both here. I just want to show everybody, this is a call for number two. Since 2020 to 2022, in just 2 years, well, I guess that might be 3 years, you've had a 123% increase in cost of fuel. So, Sherry, what has that done to your business? How have you survived, and how have you passed that on to consumers, I imagine?
Of course, they don't have a choice but to pass it on to consumers. But check out this article. So, Biden overlooked the diesel fuel inflation. Why that's extra bad for the economy. So, for the last 6 months, President Biden and his top advisors have obsessed over gasoline prices for obvious reasons. That's because no single price rattles consumers as much as the cost of gas, which crept up to the new record high of $5 per gallon in June. So it comes as no surprise that soaring gas prices corresponded directly with Biden's sinking approval rate. So since then, gas prices have fallen by about $1.10 per gallon. Biden have helped a little by releasing oil from the U.S. You know what? This does not even apply anymore, just because gas already went right back up to the prices it was maybe a month or two ago. It says market forces, though, have been a bigger factor. Still, that hasn't stopped Biden from tooting the drop in prices and claiming he deserves credit. So he's saying that he deserves the credit for when the prices did drop. But even when the prices of the diesel, of gas overall, did drop, it didn't make up for, actually, it made up for, the prices that went up on the oil, the prices that went up on the flour, prices that went up on a lot of things. It just made up for the amount that the gas actually did go down. So at the end of the day, we wasn't really saving anything. We was not saving anything at all. It says, but Biden has largely ignored another important type of fuel, diesel fuel, which is critical for the production and transportation of many everyday products. There's a reason for Biden's silence. Diesel prices remain uncomfortably high, and they're contributing to food inflation and other consumer pain points. Around the same time gas hit $5, diesel hit a record high of $5.81 per gallon. Gas prices are now 22% below their peak, but diesel is just 8% lower. On a year-over-year basis, gas prices are up 15%, while diesel is up 43%. High diesel prices are a kind of hidden inflation because most consumers never buy diesel, but it's an important input in the production and transportation and of many things, including food and consumer goods shipped around the country. Inflation at 8.2% is still uncomfortably high, a huge reason Biden's approval rating is underwater, and Democrats seem headed for resounding defeat in the midterms. We gonna see. We gonna see. A big part of the reason is rising input costs for everyday consumer products. The American Farmer Bureau Federation sent a letter to Biden on November 4th, drawing attention to the problem. Our nation's food supply is driven by diesel. High diesel prices are severely impacting our farmers and ranchers, causing increased costs to consumers and adding to food insecurity. While the pace of gasoline inflation has moderated substantially, while the pace of gasoline inflation has moderated substantially, while the pace of gasoline inflation have moderated substantially in recent months, food inflation has generally gotten worse and now stands at 13% year over year. Wages are only rising by around 5%, so it takes a bigger chunk of the family's paycheck to fill a refrigerator, to fill a pantry, to pay bills. Overall, the U.S. energy market is complex and there's no single cause for higher diesel prices. Part of the explanation is a 4% reduction in diesel refining capacity that began in 2020. When oil prices crashed and many producers lost money, there's less refining capacity for gasoline too, which is the spread between the cost of oil and the cost of refined products has been higher than normal for most of the year. There's a bottleneck in the conversion of crude oil into consumer products, which tend to push the cost of finished products up. After Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th, Biden imposed a ban of U.S. purchases of Russian oil and oil products. Either way, we're going to see what's really going to happen. So we're basically saying Biden's options have always been limited and he could be no more constrained going into 2023. Biden can do other things to help encourage more U.S. fossil fuel capacity, such as speeding the federal permitting process and approving more drilling in federal territory. It would kind of make sense now, wouldn't it, Biden? Basically, this article wraps it up and say, keep an eye on diesel prices if you want to know where inflation is heading, because that's going to be like the top holder of the price of everything else, where it's going and what direction. But honestly, either way, if the prices of diesel do drop, right? Let's say the prices of diesel do drop. Once the price of certain things go up, especially like certain food items, like restaurants when they raise their prices and stuff like that, they're not dropping their price back down. They already see the benefit, though they have to raise their prices, unfortunately, due to inflation. If they got to pay more, we got to pay more. But let's say, things started to go in the right direction. Let's just say, okay? Let's just say things started to go in the right direction. And they fall off their little plan a little bit. Let's just say that was to happen. That's not going to really help us, unless the pay rates go up. The prices of food, I doubt if it's going to go back down. Once it's up, it's up. Some things, once the prices go up, it's up. It's not going back down. For the people who rent have been raised, that's not going back down. So it's going to be a continuing thing of suffering for families. And it is what it is. Because once prices go up, it hardly ever comes back down. Some people still have the mindset of, well, I don't use diesel, it's not my problem. But in all honesty, they probably just don't know. Diesel is going to keep commerce and freight going because of the trucks, ships, freight trains. All of those things need diesel. The farmers, for their equipment. So if it's a shortage in diesel, there's going to be a higher cost for everything that we use, from transportation to a bunch of other stuff. And guess what? The Fed keep raising the interest rates, So 2023, here we come. Before you know it, it's going to be here. It's a time to prepare. It's a time to basically get what you can get now before prices, triple. I can see the prices tripling. This is going to be very, very bad for the economy. A lot of people are going to be without. A lot of people are going to be hurting unless they're able to prepare now. If you can't afford to put extra food into your budget, you guys, visit those food banks, please. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Apply for assistance if you can, such as SNAP. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. A lot of the population from 2 years ago now receives government assistance. Do you guys see that? Because of the rise in prices and everything, because of their pay is not keeping up with inflation. Man, y'all see what it's going. Do y'all see what it's going? So I'm gonna be here with y'all, taking this ride or walk into 2023. And we're going to be talking about how this play out. Like they said, pay attention to the prices of diesel, and we're going to see how inflation, is going to be going. How inflation, just pay attention to the price of diesel, and then that will tell you the direction of inflation, which way it's going to be going. You all continue prepping, continue stocking up. And if you ain't prepping, just start stocking up. Grab a little extra this, a little extra that, whatever you can. Because honestly, you're going to be happy you did when you see you can't afford to go into the store and get whatever it is that you need. At least you'll have something put away. You know what I'm saying? And it would help you. So this is Shauna, and I'm checking out for Moments with Us. This whole diesel thing is ridiculous. So much love to our truckers. I just personally want to say thank you. Drop a heart down in the comments, just to show your love and your support for the truckers. And that is pretty much it. So this is Shauna. I'm checking out for Moments with Us. Hopefully that you all are staying prepped, staying blessed, and staying safe. Most of all, remaining beautiful queens and kings. Until next time, I'ma see y'all next video. Peace out.